Welcome back, my overloaded friends. So, as you can see from the description and the head title, we are talking about Planet Coaster 2. And we're going to be watching the trailer here, taking a nice little look into it. And we'll go into some information I was able to find out. I know I'm pretty late to the whole thing, but because my channel is still so small, um, I'm getting a lot of this information from what I found online and from what I've overheard, etc. So, yeah, let's go through it all together and see how it is. So, let's see here. Okay. So first off, right off the bat here, it looks like this almost looks like from Planet Zoo, their Oceanic pack. Um, that's the vibe I'm getting from with this here. I think this might actually be coming from that pack, slightly updated though. Um, and then we got some of the tiki type stuff here. Yeah, I think some of this here is coming from Planet Zoo, which is great. I like that. Okay, let's go on here. Almost looks like we got some new characters here as well too. And we got the water slides. Now I have seen this already. I've seen it multiple times. But I am, basically breaking it all down in this video here. But I do like the slides. I've been waiting for the water park feature to be added in. I know within the Planet Coaster community, there's been a lot of talk on wanting a water park type feature within the coaster parks and being able to do the two together. So I'm definitely looking forward to this. I definitely want to. I want to start off with like a water park myself personally, and then open it into a coaster park and try and interweave the two together. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, um, so this is a drop away slide. So basically, you would get into the back here, and they would seal you up inside all by yourself. And then at a given time, the floor drops out from underneath you, and you slide straight on down. So it's basically like the same concept with this coaster here. I'm not big with the different coaster models and names, unfortunately. But my first job was actually a ride operator, so I did actually work on the rides where I would load the guests onto the ride, check and make sure their harnesses were good, make sure that the track was clear, and then of course we would also have to ride the ride. Once in the morning before we open, once in the midday, and then one towards later in the day, to make sure, because we would be always there at the ride, so we know what it should sound like and what it should feel like. So that's why they would have one of us at least ride it throughout the day like that, just to make sure. But yeah, so this here, it holds you to give you that little thrill of suspension where you're hanging there looking down, you're sliding, feels like you're gonna slide out of your seat if it wasn't for this little uh, harness bar here, over the shoulder harness, or bar, as you can say, since it is really a bar, not a harness. Um, yeah, okay, let's continue here. I do like the little escape here that we see here. Yeah, this is really giving me like the Planet Zoo oceanic vibe there, um, which I have no problem with. I like that. I love the game too, as you can see in the videos, and I'll have some linked at the end here of it. I've been mainly doing the Planet Zoo on here, but the Planet Coaster I was going to, but there was just a lot of talk about Planet Coaster 2 and some things that I saw that I didn't feel comfortable talking about at the time, and so um, now I figured, the Planet Coaster that I'll work on then would be Planet Coaster 2 on this channel. So that's the game that we'll be working on when it's released this fall. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so trying to see from what we have here, we got some more of the little, actually this here reminds me of Easter Island. But I believe this is also in Planet Zoo. I'm not 100%. Let me know in the comments below if you know for certain. But yeah, that reminds me of Easter Island. The heads, or if you remember Night at the Museum with Gum Gum for Dum Dum, or Gum Gum from Dum Dum.
Me no dum dum, you dum dum. You bring me gum gum.
And then we have what looks like as different level of slides here. So it looks like you could do like the kiddie type water slides and so forth. There's also supposed to be a wave pool as well. And then with the slides, we're going to be able to do some loops and flips with it, and I'll show you where I found that information over on Steam. Okay, that's much clearer image there now. Okay, so now this here with the palm tree, that almost looks like it's attached to the coaster. Or is that supposed to be like a balloon? Interesting. Interesting. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below on that. Now this here is definitely a balloon, so I'm kind of thinking that might be the same thing, because I can see like a bit of a tethering type action here on this one. The only reason why I probably can't see it here, and now that I take a closer look, maybe here, but because of the struts here to hold up the coaster, it blends in a little too well there. But here it's more visible. So yeah, that's probably what it is. It's probably just a little bit. I just noticed the fish now as well. If you notice any other ones that I've missed, let me know. Comment that down below. Did you spot all three of these? A little game with it. Very nice. Let's see here. What else can we spot here? So we do have the different slides here. 3 different ones that we have visible here, it looks like. And the pathing system. Now, I'm not 100% here, but I think you're able to place stuff around the pools, or certain pools anyway. Like the lawn chairs. Alright, let's pause here. So, as you can see here, I think this is some of the new pathing, because they did say that they worked on the pathing, and apparently they've done some improvements to it. So we'll see how that is when we actually get our hands on it. But as of right now, the pathing, as anyone who has played Planet Coaster or Planet Zoo knows, the pathing system, it gets so frustrating to work with. Now it looks right here with this slide, it looks like one of those funnel ones. So it comes out and you spin around on the walls until you settle down to the bottom, and then you funnel down to the bottom like a toilet bowl kind of thing, getting flushed down to the very bottom. So it looks like that we have those type of slides in there, and I believe I read that as well as being one of the features that you're able to do. I even found where it says that they're going to have an actual water coaster ride, new water coaster ride. So interesting to see what that will be for it. Okay, let's go ahead and continue here. Now, right here, as we can see with this coaster, you can see like these little flower patterns here. I believe these are added on by the player themselves. It doesn't come this way. According to and again, I'm going to show you all this once we're done watching this video, but according to Frontier, or what was posted onto Steam, you're going to actually be able to design the coaster itself as well. Like you can attach scenery items to it. And then if anyone who's played Kerbal Space Program, where you have the feature where you can have it duplicate the other side to balance it. So if you place, say, like a plank here, a duplicate would be placed right there. So you can just do it 1, 2, and then copy, and then go down the line like so. Or when you place one piece here, it will end up in the back as well. So it's asymmetric, so it's nice and symmetric and balanced. So that is going to be one of the features that you'll be able to do. So you can actually design your own coaster to fit around your own theme. And they are introducing 4 new themes, which we'll go over as well. Let's go ahead and continue. Now here is some of the slide features. Here, as we can see, we have some tunnel ones. We have wall riding ones, as I like to call here. And it almost looks as though with these particular ones, you can put them out on wood, but then you can also put them out onto the concrete too. So we'll have to see from the gameplay, which we won't get until the 31st. But now, it's going to be interesting to be able to see how you ride down the slide and how do you test it too. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the gameplay footage and seeing more of that. And seeing how that goes. Now this here, it looks as though from what I read around as well, is you'll be able to take individual pieces, and they got the whole different scaling features, so you can scale down and up. I heard that you can scale as low as 60% and go as high as 200%. But when you bring an asset in, it will automatically scale it down to fit, and so you can literally build what you want piece by piece, like this here, and design it. And then, as you can see, you can even put the rocks here and design that there, and it will work. And your flat rides now you can design in game without having to go through the tool workshop and designing it that way. To reskin it. Now you can, design it right there in game, which is great, been well needed. Because really, flat rides I just never really cared to work with because they were just so blah, So yeah. Looks like we're still having the same building features and so forth from the original. And it looks like we got some new characters here. This is one of them. I don't know the names just yet. Leave a comment down below what you think the name is going to be for this one here. Is it going to be a Tube Queen or a Slide Queen or Queen Slides, Queen Tubes, because we got King Coaster, so this is obviously a queen here. Yeah, let me know what you think down below in the comments.
It's gonna be a good day.
Alright, so fall of 2024. And we got first gameplay footage coming in the 31st of July, so definitely looking forward to that. Let me see here. Wasn't there just when I saw a shark-looking character? Or was that in one of the screenshots? Yeah, okay. So that is going to be here. These are some of the different screenshots that we have here. So we got the two together. Here we go. This guy right here. Shark Surfer. Surf Sharker? I don't know. Let me know down below what you think the name's gonna be. Very interested to know what this could be here. The name. But okay, so coming on down to here. So let's see here. This here is off of the Steam Workshop page, and it says that we have the online co-op and cross-platform multiplayer. Now, exactly how it works, I don't fully understand myself exactly. So with it, okay, so from how I'm understanding it right now, as what it is you go in and you can make the changes and then save it, and then someone else can then come in and make those same type, make the new changes. But as far as being on at the same time, working on the same project, that I'm not 100% certain on. I think they just have a different server area where they have it so it's accessible without having to upload the whole thing to the Steam Workshop. I'm not 100%. Once I find out more about that, I'll do a whole nother video on it, because I'm unclear exactly how the whole co-op thing is gonna work. If anyone knows, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear. But yeah, that I'm just a little unclear about on how that's supposed to work. Because when I see this here, I think of two players being able to work on the same project at the same time in real time. So you and your friend can be working on that exact park at the exact same time, both of your inputs being put in at the exact same time, and you can see what your friend is putting in and they can see what you're putting in real time. That would be really cool. I just don't know if that is going to be that particular feature. So yeah, we'll have to see on that. So they're introducing some new managing items that you have to take care of. And so let's get through this here now. So as we know, we're going to be able to do swimming pools here. Let's see. Combining water and coaster rides. Discover an exciting array of new rides along with returning favorites and all new water coasters too. So Let me know what kind of water coasters you guys think we might be seeing here. Um, there's also a new event blah, 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 sequencer tool. Uh, so that's I'm interested on seeing how that's going to work with the animatronics that they have going on for it. Because from how I'm getting from this here is, surprise and amaze your guests with exciting animatronic shows using the new event sequencer tools, which means doing like how you would see like at say Disneyland with their animatronic type shows, and adding that into a sequencer so that way it would go off periodically when guests arrive at certain times within your park. You would have established show times. They would come, line up, and stand in the designated areas or sit if you provide the seating, if you're able to for those shows. Don't know yet. And then I'm assuming then at that point, then it would go off and do the show, and that would add to your guests' happiness. I'm assuming since it's part of the show, and so that's definitely something interesting to be looking into. Excuse me, I'm gonna go ahead and get a drink because I'm starting to get tongue-tied here. Okay, so let us see here. So let's see here. Twisting water flumes, jaw-dropping rides, piece by piece. Create the ultimate experience for your thrill-seeking guests. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. So we got some of the along with the original Planet Coaster theme. Discover 4 direct new themes to give life to your park. So we have a mythological theme, a sunny resort theme, an aquarium theme, and a rustic Viking theme. Interesting. Now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there is a Viking theme as well in Planet Zoo, and I'm thinking they probably are taking some of those pieces and factoring them over, which would definitely work with some different water parks and so forth. I'm interested to know what the mythological theme is going to be. It's going to be like a Greek or Roman. I'm kind of thinking probably more of a Greek type of thing, especially for like the water type. Because I think they're introducing more of water park themes than the coaster themes, if anything, because they want to they already have Planet Coaster themes for coasters, but they gotta get some themes for aquatic centers and parks. Um, let's see here. Oh yeah, so this here is where you can actually scale, change each individual piece color, and then you can also add and subtract from the scale of the object. So now, from what I heard, and it's not on here, but from what I heard from another content creator, and I'm sorry, I cannot remember who I heard this from, but apparently you go from 100% and you can go down as far as 60%, and then you can upscale as far as 200%. Now, I don't know exactly if that's correct or not, so take that with a grain of salt, that information. If you don't see it on the screen here off of the Steam page, then definitely take it with a grain of salt. Even take this with a grain of salt, because, I mean, something could have been missing and put it in here. But we're gonna continue going through here. We're almost done. Uh, so master management here. So with this, um, you're going to, since they're now introducing the water parks and so forth, you have to remember safety first, people. Safety first. Always got to be safe. Uh, so you're gonna want to take care of your guests' health, as well as make sure that you have enough shade coverage and sunscreen. Um, and then you also have to make sure that you have your lifeguards employed as well. Um, so that's that's gonna add on a whole new different scales, and it also looked like there's some changing rooms too, I believe. In Let me see here. I know I saw them somewhere. Yeah, right here. There we go. There's the changing rooms right there. So you're gonna have to make sure you got the changing rooms. You gotta have enough shade for people so they don't get overheated. Enough sunscreen that you're selling as well. So you gotta make sure you got enough stands for all that. Um, so that's gonna be a nice little interesting factor onto the whole management feature for those who like to play the manager aspect of it. Um, you know, there's well, a couple different camps on this, but there's some that like to play the game scenarios with the manager aspect and treat it as though you're the actual manager of the park and what have you, the owner. And then there's others who just like the build aspect. They don't want to manage anything. They just like doing like the sandbox type stuff, maybe some of the challenges, but at the very least. But it's mainly just the build type stuff, which is fine as well. I'm a little in between, I would say. Let's see here. Sharing the ride. Okay. Oh, they're also introducing weather from what I heard too. Um, so exactly how that's going to work, if it's going to be like the same way as in Planet Zoo, not 100% certain. So we'll see. They don't have the specs yet out either, as you can see, still TBD. But let's see here. Oh, I don't remember seeing this part. So let's see what it says. Build with friends. Jump one at a time. Oh yeah, so okay, so jump one at a time. So into a shared save to build a park with your friends or players around the world across platforms. Save your progress to allow your fellow thrill 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 seekers to build upon your changes. Race to the top of the leaderboard in franchise mode, or explore your creativity together in sandbox mode. Okay, so just as I thought. So only one person at a time can work on the park. But it will be able to be worked with anyone across multiple platforms. So you got PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. So it's definitely interesting. It sounds as though it's going to be a little bit easier, I think, than what we're basically doing now with co-oping with other players through the workshop. Um, Upload your blueprints or full parks into the game for other players to delight in, and download your favorite creations. Huh. See, so it sounds as though it's two different. Well, we're just gonna have to wait and see how it is when it actually comes out. So I mean, it's slides and pools and get soaked in the fun. So okay, so yeah, you definitely. All right. Well, let me know what you guys think. Are you looking forward to it? Uh, what's the first thing that you're gonna want to build with this uh park, and with this game, and what are you looking forward to the most when it comes to to Planet Coaster 2? Um, Let me know in the comments below. If you like this, please make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll talk with you all down in the comments, and I'll see you all next time in reality.